Okay, so
Okay.
for during the queue, I guess can talk a bit about the talents. Now Ursa's talents are pretty bad, honestly. Mm, they don't really
Yeah.
like
Well,
like
there's nothing game breaking in there,
exactly, yeah.
unlike
Like
Ember.
what I look at with talents, or I mean, yeah, what you should look at is basically if they allow the hero to do something that they can't do without the talents. So obviously, Ursa has
Yeah.
nothing like that. Um, you pretty much want to go for the damage and the attack speed most games. Well, okay, the attack speed is debatable. Like the 15 talent is probably the one that's most
Well,
can go
I
either
mean,
way.
well the Dota buff says that like 25 damage and 20 attack speed are the winners, and
Yeah, I mean,
250 HP as well over move speed.
no, no, the move speed, like 15 move speed at level 20 is just horrible. I have no idea what they were thinking. I think, like, I was just like looking at it actually, like maybe if it were 30 or 40 movement speed, it could be like debatable, but 50,
Oh, but
50
40 movement speed is massive.
yeah, of course, but it's a level 20 talent. I mean,
Yeah, level 20. Yeah, exactly.
it's like,
Plus 10 Fury Swipes is also horrible, I think. It's like hardly anything compared to what he already has.
I mean, yeah, it's like 25% increase on the Fury Swipe damage only, which is like, if you look at the stats, like even forgetting about all the HP and the mana and everything you're getting, attack speed, armor, 2 armor, like, even just for the damage, like, the stats already give you 14 damage for every single hit, and like, the Fury Swipe's damage only becomes better than that after like 2 or 3 hits, at which point, you're not always gonna get those hits. But yeah, it's like, yeah. As for I mean, the damage should be pretty obvious. Like this like level 10 is your peak, and you wanna be able to kill people. 10% magic resist not gonna do a whole lot. Attack speed versus
Mhm.
armor. I mean, this is where I feel like the armor could be better some games because, like, obviously you're hitting with overpower a lot of the times, so the attack speed is not that beneficial, and 5 armor is quite a bit. It's like a free chainmail, and yeah, I mean, it's still not great. Like either one is not that good. Like it's always you can also compare them to items. Like 20 attack speed,
Okay.
that's gloves of haste, which is 500 gold. 5 armor is
Yeah.
chainmail, which
Chain
is
chainmail 500 gold.
550. Yeah, it's like pretty meh, but you know, it's something. Uh,
Yeah.
Thing is, if the game goes late, I you probably still would rather have the armor in the late game. That's the other way you can look at talents. Is like imagine it's like late into the game, you're like close to level 25, and you look at your talents and like, do you regret going for any of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so like sometimes you might regret going for attack speed because 20 attack speed is not really gonna change the outcome of the fight ever because yeah, you have overpower during fights. Uh, like the only thing attack speed does for you is like boost your farming and pushing speed a little bit, but when it comes to like, yeah, having a big impact in
Yeah.
fights, it's not gonna do anything. Whereas armor, it could be the difference between living, like especially if there's a lot of physical damage on the enemy team. So yeah, but I mean the talents are pretty self-explanatory. Like the 15 one is the only one that's kind of like, you know you have a bit of a choice, but even then, like, the armor is usually better.
Yeah.
Um, Now with sniper, it's a bit more interesting.
I think talents wise, like I'm pretty okay. I want to learn a bit more about like just the different play styles because
Okay.
um, I think because my hero pool is quite small. I mean, compared to the actual the full hero pool, and
Yeah.
over the last like 3 years, I really haven't played that many different heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Even though in Dota 1 days I did play them all.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like Ursa, like I haven't played him in a while, but um, I imagine he wins the lane, and then um, usually you win the lane, right?
Yeah.
Like compared to Slark, it's harder to win the lane. Sometimes you lose the lane pretty badly.
No, no, of
But with
course.
Ursa,
Ursa's really strong. Like, Ursa's the kind of hero that if there's Ursa plus one support, like most offlaners can't even go there at all because yeah, there's no hero that can like trade with Ursa on the laning stage. Obviously, I think due to Fury
yeah,
swipes.
yeah.
So
So
like
So it's like Monkey King but better.
yeah, in a
Is
way.
it better? You say it's better than Monkey King?
I mean, honestly, I haven't like thought much about Monkey King again. Like he's not in captain's mode, so I don't really pay much attention to him.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but I imagine it's a bit different. Like Monkey King, a lot of different utility, whereas Ursa is like really good at one thing, what he does, which is like kill people. Um, well, I mean, when you think about Ursa, you have to like, at least for me, like I imagine the blink like almost as part of his skill set because I cannot imagine Ursa being like useful without the blink. So with that being said, the heroes you don't want to be playing Ursa against are heroes that are good against blinks, obviously. Um, and that also coincides with his ult. Like his ult is obviously really good against heavy burst damage because you just click it and you take very little. But when you're up against a lot of DOTs, the ult loses effectiveness, and DOTs are also good against blinks. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
DOT is not good against. I mean, Ursa's not good against DOTs.
yeah, and that's where like with
You
those.
pressed it, right? You pressed accept.
Yeah, press accept. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where, for example, actually interesting. Like if you look at the matchup, Sniper against Ursa. Now, obviously, Ursa is like really good at killing Sniper very fast when he gets on top of him with the blink. But he relies like blink is pretty much his only way to close that gap, and shrapnel is extremely good against it. And also Sniper has like none of his damage is burst oriented. Like shrapnel is DOT and right clicks. So Ursa's ult is not too effective against Sniper's damage output, and that's where the matchup like pretty much depends on the other heroes on their team. Like if Ursa has a Centaur on his team, then okay, it's pretty good because Centaur pops Stampede, then Ursa can just run at the Sniper. But then if like Sniper has a Avenge on his team to swap him out, then the Ursa is like kind of screwed as well. So
yeah. But when Sniper gets like the Force stuff, the
pike, then it gets even harder.
The pike.
Or like Sniper can get a Shadow Blade, then you have to carry Dust on Ursa, but Ursa's like so starved on slots. Like let's say even the early game, like you have Phase Boots, Blink, Dominator, Aegis maybe at some point, TP Scroll, and then like you might have some early game item which you already have to sell at that point, like whether it was a Poor Man's Shield on Orb of Venom or whatever. And like if you have to carry Dust as well, like it really messes with your items. Like you also need a BKB at some point, pretty much every game. Then you also need some like anti-kiting item, like whether it's gonna be the Basher or the Abyssal or like the Diffusal. Yeah, you need some item like that too. And
there usually is a hero that goes invis. Like if I'm against Shadow Fiend, there's a good chance he'll go Shadow Blade.
Yeah, you have to have a Dust on you, like no way otherwise. Again, this is where if you're playing with a team, it's a bit different because you can say like, okay, every time I'm gonna try to kill the Shadow Fiend, it's gonna be with my Lion smoking together, and Lion is gonna have detection. But in a PUBG, that you can't like count on that. Like let's say.
Yeah. Do you think so my partner can pick Lich or Ogre? Do you think Lich will be like maybe a fairer game? Because Ogre, if he gives me buff, then it's maybe just pick whatever you.
Yeah, I mean the Lich is. Neither of those are like super good with Ursa, but like Lich I would say is better. Yeah. Heroes you want with Ursa are obviously just like heavy stuns. So like Lion is perfect.
There's a Centaur.
Yeah, that's also pretty good. Okay, that's gonna allow you to close gap. But okay, here's where.
But look, they're heroes.
Yeah, actually, they picked really good heroes against the Ursa. Like PL.
I mean, because I picked first. Yeah, because I picked first, so they're gonna like make sure that they don't pick heroes that get counted.
In PL, this hero was actually I haven't seen him much recently, and I don't think PL is like very good right now, but against an Ursa, he's like I would say one of the best counters because, yeah, he actually doesn't rely on being far away from you. He can be next to you, but he's gonna have illusions, and you can't really go.
Okay, what do I start with first though?
You just get a mango, and let's see what lane. I'll get a mango, and you can get a fast magic stick. Just save up this gold, like instantly buy the magic stick from the side shop, because you're probably up against Bat Rider.
买组针眼，买一组针眼，买一组针眼。
I think I should get Lich to go top.
Probably. Alright, so
Yeah, Caroline.
这边插一个。
Yeah, Caroline, go top. Caroline, go top.
这边插一个。
Weaver. Okay. I think Weaver's probably top, but.
right, so yeah, they obviously counterpicked you quite well. Again, like PO Weaver, these are cores that it's very hard to stick on, and then Rubik, Riki, Bat, like those are really good at actually kiting you. So, like going from there, I would say this is a game where you want to get ahead early and try and close out the game early, because, and I mean, of course, like I don't know what the skill level is of everyone in this game, but like let's say I were playing this game and this was a solo queue, I would basically feel like I have to finish the game quite soon, or I'll just straight up lose, because again, like your other core is a jugger who's quite similar to you. It's a melee right clicker, and he gets countered by the same things.
Okay. Should I get a poor man shield?
So you're against the Weaver. Yeah, you're not against Bat, so you can get a poor man shield here. It's gonna do more. And yeah, you basically just want to get phase boots as soon as possible from here.
Okay. I'll get Fury Swaps first, yeah?
Yeah, it just helps with last hitting. It's the most effective way of harassing the Weaver too. Like, remember, the reset time on heroes is 20 seconds, so it's a very long time. If you see him, just give him a slap, you know, it's gonna stick on him, the debuff. So yeah, you have to basically, like the late game, the way most carries deal with the PL is they buy Mjolnir, but Mjolnir is really bad on Ursa, or should help your line. You want to get the Earth Shock here at level 2. Okay, this might actually have been a better choice.
Oh, I can't catch
The
him.
Orb of Venom is slowing you, yeah. What you also could have done there is like the tangle this tree, so you can run a straight line. Might have been able to catch up, but yeah, you should definitely get Earth Shock at level 3. Pretty much every game you want to be 1-on-1 at level 3. Now the skill build from here is like pretty flexible. Whatever you do though, it's quite safe to have Fury Swipes maxed somewhat soon, like by level 8 or 9 at the latest, because you know that's how you get the Roche, obviously. Earth Shock can be quite good in some games. I would say this game, leave it at level 1, because like until you max the other spells, because yeah, it's obviously useless against Weaver. He's just gonna Shakuchi and it's not gonna slow him much. You could get a level 2 point, because like from level 1 to 2 it improves a lot. Like,
You mean Earth Shock?
yeah, like 25 to 35 slow is like a pretty big difference, but it all depends on like how you want to play. I'd say for this game, like just make sure you max Fury Swipes as soon as possible, because you want to get the really fast Roche. Like you want to get the Roche and Aegis and push and snowball from there.
Yeah, I think it's hard for me to kill people until Lion gets a blink.
Yeah, basically.
So I get Helm of Dominator first.
Yeah. And I'll just go ahead and max the Fury Swipes. Yeah, so once again for this PL, like if he gets farmed, there's like really not much you can do. Not just you, but your team as a, like in general, you can't really, you don't have the AoE to deal with him. So yeah, this is another weakness of Ursa is that, like, okay, you're very strong at the lane, but you saw like your Weaver he left your lane and he went and killed your offlane. And as an Ursa, like, let's say you're a Terrorblade or a Luna, you're like, oh, the offlaner left, I can just go for the tower. But you're an Ursa, so you can't go for the tower. And this is where you want to carry a TP quite early as an Ursa, because what you can do is like you're really good at TPing and getting return kills.
Okay, so what's my skill build now though?
Yeah, just go max the Fury Swipes, because like that's how you get Roche, and you want to be able to secure that. Honestly, I would have probably skipped the Orb of Venom, because as you see, you're not really hitting heroes much. Like they just left your lane. In some cases like these, I will say like don't do it anymore because it's a bit late, and you already went for Venom. But you could consider getting a Ring of Basilius just for the armor aura, so you could actually threaten the tower. But yeah, no point going for it anymore. You definitely.
So should I push? Yeah.
You definitely want the magic wand though this game at some point, like against Bat and Weaver, like you're gonna get a lot of charges. So make sure you get a magic wand. And yeah, the other good thing about Ursa is that every time you're off the map, the enemy team is scared and constantly checking Roche. So what you can do is just go take more Fury Swipes, like max Fury Swipes by 7. So what you can actually do is like you just start farming the jungle, and if the enemy doesn't have vision of you, they're always gonna think you're roaching, and like they have to spend time checking, running there, and that's time they're not pressuring your other lanes, and, yeah, and you're just farming jungle. And then when you do go for Roche, it's gonna be less expected because you were missing for a long time. Because like let's say you stay in the lane until 10 minutes in, and then suddenly you go missing, it's like pretty obvious, and they're gonna check Roche. But if you head into the jungle, like in a little bit, like let's say you push out the next wave quickly and then you just head into the jungle, then yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my lion. 哎，那个 lion， 你可以在下路的经验我去打野。
And yeah, like it gives space to your line, which is great. So I think like there's been a lot of action going on around the mid lane. So ideally you want to farm around this area, because then you're close to the mid lane, and if they do dive, you can just run in there and get some return kills.
Can't see your signs.
So, but like yeah, Ursa's definitely a carry you want to get involved in really early into the game. Like already, basically you're strong and you should be going on other lanes, making things happen. Like if you look at where the Batrider is, right? Like just look at how he's playing. If you just wrap around and run behind him, he's dead. Like there's not much you can do. You just run behind him, you clap and you hit him, and he can't escape both you and Jugger. So I would just go for that, or at the very least like be off the map so the enemy team is not aware of where you are. Like hitting the tower is not very useful because it's gonna take too long. It's better to just let your Lion get some solo experience, some quick farm. Are you gonna try to Roche now, or?
No, I'm waiting for Bat to come out.
Alright. I mean, the thing is, like, TPing for this move is... You can do that if he's already out of position, but it's a bit risky because, like, you already spent your TP. And I think you could have just walked and... Like, if you walked like this, you would have reached them by now. And sure, they might have ward, but they might have a ward here as well, so... Yeah, but actually that doesn't look like he's aware, so... Yeah, you can try it. Alright, he uses phase boots, so now will be a good time to go. They're on cooldown. Right, nice, that's an easy pickup. Helps out your Jugger a lot. And now you can just head into the jungle. You're already pretty close to the Dominator. Be on the lookout for that Frost creep. But most creeps will do. And then, yeah, make sure also get a smoke with it, obviously. Yeah, getting involved early is like really important. I mean, you can see like this Weaver, he's been bottom, he's been mid, he's been top. The PL was actually on your safe lane. So. Alright, the other benefit of Dominator is that obviously if you get the Purge creep, this is Setar Banisher, it's like a alternative for Diffusal, counter to the eventual Gold Scepters, but it's not gonna be effective this game because yeah, like we mentioned, PL doesn't care about it, Weaver runs through it, and the Ricky Smoke Cloud is gonna be silencing the creep as well. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're not a stat-based carry, so the off is not too great. It's decent like once you start pushing because obviously it does boost the damage of your creeps as well and everything, but for now it's not the creep you want. Since you were waiting for the shrine anyway, what you could have done is like aggro the creeps here, then pop the
Oh, yeah.
shrine, and then as you're hitting them, chasing them like this, you'll be healing from the shrine as well. It's like a bit quicker, but yeah, you have the mango, so you should be okay with mana. Sometimes you might want to carry some clarities as an Ursa, because you don't have mana items in the early game, but for now it's fine. Alright, so no frost creep, but the orange guy, I mean the red guy, you have to do. Oops, sorry about that.
Oh, I got broken. Smoke.
Oops, I missed that. I was changing the title. Yeah, did you run like this? I mean,
I went from mid straight over.
Yeah, that's like quite risky. Obviously, there can be people. I mean, the thing like they're aware, they saw the creep and everything. So I would say you can't really force the roach like this. You can, however, just go top. Okay, you wanna try anyway? It's...
Yeah, give it a go.
Alright, I mean, I can foresee this going badly, but it's working so far. You could pop the ult with your like last overpower here to secure it.
I think I'm gonna get it without it.
Yeah.
Oh,
They waited even.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, your ult here was a bit unnecessary. Not sure what you popped it for.
I was I think I was a bit confused. Like I wasn't like focused.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Okay. It didn't go well. They had
Yeah, so
Ricky right there.
The thing is, like, they broke your smoke. I mean, if you're smoked with a creep and you're a fucking Ursa, like, it's quite obvious what you wanted to do. And they see you still walk in, like, yeah. That's where I said
I think if I popped ulti, I would have been okay because I would have killed it fast enough.
Well, yeah, but you'll be okay just because they misestimated and they did it kind of greedily. Like they waited for him to be super low. If they play it properly, there's no chance you get the roach. Obviously, when there's like a bunch of heroes waiting. I mean, the Riki was just scouting you. So this is where getting yourself a sentry would have also been quite beneficial. But even that's like not. It's not gonna work if they're prepared. Like that's the thing. So either you surprise, like you sneak Roche, and if they see you, so the sneaking is not an option anymore. What you could have done instead is you could have just ran top. Like this tower, top tower is quite low. You had the red creep, which is great for pushing, and then you just get a tower. Then you force them to run there. Then you run back into the jungle. They don't see you. They think, oh shit, we have to check Roche again. You know, like you play around with them. If they waste, like if they go to check Roche and you're not doing it, like that's a win for you because they're wasting their time. But yeah, this is like it's a pretty big deal, and I would say like you're already in a pretty rough spot because like the Roche is a huge timing that you rely on, and them getting it, like sure it's on the Riki, it's not about which hero has it from their team, it's about you not having it. At the very least you got the Roche last hit, so the gold helps your team snowball.
Do I get the full? Right. Do I get the full the XP from it as well?
No, I don't think you do since the change. It counts as a neutral creep, right? I'm actually not entirely sure on that. It's a good question. I'll have to check it. Finish the tower.
Oh. No, I didn't.
Could have just hit the Rubik there. Okay, nice shoots. Alright, that actually worked. Well done. I was gonna say you could like run to the... I mean, buying the blink when you have the goal is safest, but you could also run to the side shop, buy the blink there, and then you escape for sure. So a couple things there, like first of all, you had 4 Fury Swipe charges on you, and Rubik runs into your team with spin. Now, as
I know, I should have.
as a Jugger player, you should know that spin doesn't make him immune to physical damage, so you could just hit him and he will die. But instead you kind of run around. You got another great target, is the... Oh, he is dead. Okay, nice. You have the Weaver bugs on you, now, which are normally a problem for most carries, but Ursa is obviously the fastest hero at killing the Weaver bugs, but then you kind of just ignored it. And I think you recast the Overpower when you had still 4 charges left.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you really rely on the blink, so make sure you take down that Weaver bug in fights. If it's on you, that is, obviously. So yeah, right now, what are you thinking for your next item? Okay, let's fight.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I think I'm dead.
Yeah,
They
so
all got zoned.
2 invis heroes. This is where you wanna probably want to carry a dust so you can actually kill the Wiki on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what item are you thinking of grabbing now?
Probably need a basher.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, Aghanim's just not the choice this game because they have a Riki. Maybe later when you have a BKB, but it's obviously not effective against the silence. Going BKB straight up is... like, it's not bad, but you're gonna fall off, and it doesn't really look like your Jugger is gonna carry you. So yeah, Basher is the best option. I mean, obviously the great thing about Basher and Ursa is because of your fast hits, it acts like almost like an abyssal because you blink on someone and in the time that they have to react, you get like about 3 hits in, so very big chance of bashing them. Yeah. So get back in the habit of buying multiple TPs. Not sure why you stopped doing that. Like right now you're without a TP, so you have to run to the side shop to get one.
Yeah.
And you have the money for it, so.
Because I didn't get 2. I only got 1.
Yeah. I mean, you can. If I have 0 TPs and I want a TP from base, I would even buy 3 sometimes because like you spend 1 immediately, obviously, then you're still left with 2. It's only 50 gold. It's you're not getting boots of travel anytime soon either, because you have to get actual items.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like you should push this out now. Here's the other thing that Ursa is not too good at, which is pushing lanes. Now, Ursa's a pick-off hero, and this is where he was very similar to Lifestealer. It's the kind of carry that is really good at ganking, getting pick-offs, getting kills, even solo kills.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, you need your lanes to actually be pushed, so that you see, like you push the lane, enemy hero has to defend, so they're showing themselves in the lane, and that's your target for a kill. But yeah, like the hero itself is not, I mean, Lifestealer is even worse at pushing lanes, Ursa is like okay-ish. But again, the other thing is that if you're pushing a lane, you're showing yourself, and then the enemy team is not so scared. So
For some reason, I feel like Ursa is pretty fast farmer. Like my items are pretty fast.
Yeah, they are. It's just that, like let's say, an Ursa with 15k net worth is like way less scary than let's say a Terrorblade with 15k net worth, right? Or a Luna. You would agree on that because, like, if Luna is really farmed, you're like, oh shit, the Luna is super farmed. We have a hard time defending towers. We can't really fight into her. Whereas if Ursa is really farmed, like this game, you can be, I don't know, you could have like a full Abyssal completed and a BKB, and the game still wouldn't be that easy for you because you still have to worry about the lasso, you still have to worry about the Weaver and the PO kiting you, you still have to carry the detection for Riki. It's a rough game, and not to mention when like Weaver probably gonna get Ags at some point. Weaver already has a solo crest, by the way, if you didn't notice, so it's probably not the guy you want to be going on. That's nice. Get the PL.
Oh my courier, damn it.
Oh, you got your basher. It's in your backpack. Swap it in. Okay, that's where instead of Earth Shocking, you want to hit him once first because it's a lot faster than the Earth Shock, so you want to be able to blink out of it. This is quite a bit of a suicidal play. I mean, the PO is dead, but okay, actually still get the Weaver. But yeah, it's in no way worth it. I mean, keep in mind that's a support Weaver.
Ah.
And I mean, I'm sorry if I like made you feel pressured. You know that you have to win this game fast. I mean, it is the case, but these kind of plays definitely don't help with that.
Yeah. Okay. So what item now?
Yeah, I'll just say BKB. Like, pretty much have to get one.
Yeah. BKB. The only few things BKB prevents is the smoke and the lasso. No, and the lift. Maybe
And the
MKB's
napalm,
better.
And the napalm as well. It's not.
I don't think BKB's that good this game, really.
It's not about. It's not an amazing item, but without it, you're gonna have a really, really hard time actually getting on top of people. I mean, sure, you can go for MKB, you can go for the cloud, but like to counter the cloud, but it's not gonna help you against any of their damage. And like you're gonna blink and you're gonna kill one guy, but then you're just dead after that. But it's up to you. I mean, if you wanna try the MKB, go for it.
Well, MKB is not that it's not that useful. I know, like the damage isn't that important.
I guess a different option if you're not happy about the.
What was I hitting? What did no damage?
That was a pretty good fight. You could also just like straight up finish the Abyssal right now because the damage block is actually really, really good against PO, obviously.
Oh no!
Oh, it doesn't have a cutting blade to kill you out. Oh, whatever. Your creeps aren't reaching it anyway. The damage block was really good against the PO illusions. Obviously, Ricky Weaver also right clicking, so it's getting the Abyssal straight up now is gonna make you a lot more survivable. But yeah, another issue is like Weaver already has the point booster. He's gonna be getting an axe soon. At which point, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to kill anyone because you're just gonna time lapse them. And you can't really kill the Weaver himself either because he has a solo crest. Focus the wrong one, unfortunately. And yeah, you're pretty much dead for sure again.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely a rough game. I mean, it's pretty much what I said, right? Like with Jaguars, of course,
Yeah, look at this.
they counterpicked you quite well. Yep.
But no, you know what? I still feel like, although like it's a hard game. They got good counters, but I still feel like I can make a big difference. Maybe because they're not as good players.
No, that's true. I mean, you are, but the issue is that, like again, if let's say you had an Invoker on your team or something, who could carry you in the late game.
What I'm trying to say is Ursa seems strong. Like even though they pick so much counters, like he's still useful.
Oh, he's strong at fighting, but that's what he does. Like that's the hero's biggest strength is fighting. So yeah, you have impact in fights. It's just that you don't have a good way of closing out the game, and that's the main issue. And if you cannot close out the game and you don't win the late game, then you're not in a good spot.
Oh my god.
Centaur, stolen Centaur Stone.
人马怎么不开大呀 Centaur didn't ulti in that time. That's so stupid.
I think he was maybe busy TPing.
Yeah, I think you're right that like if I had a BKB there, just the smoke, like the smoke makes it so hard. Or if yeah, the any disable makes it hard for me.
Exactly. Yeah. No, but like also your allied heroes are not great. Like Lich, for example. Lich doesn't really help you at all. It's for like supports like the Disruptor, for example, is one of the best because he silences people, he brings them close to you, keeps them close to you with the field. And
What do you think? But Ogre's not so good because
no, Ogre doesn't.
I think
Ogre doesn't.
Ogre's pretty good in the lane though.
Okay, I mean, yeah, but Ogre is a strong laning hero, but you're already strong in the lane. Like, you had zero issues in the lane. In fact, they just left your lane and they ignored you in the early game. The lane is not where you need help. So. Just look at how they're all running away from you, and that's because one of your supports is a Lich who doesn't do anything to stop them from running away.
Oh my god, my heals.
Spot ulti there. Might have time. Pretty sure that's the real one.
Oh my god, what is Lion doing? Walking around doing that?
You have to get out of one. Or, yeah. So first of all, when you jump a bat like that, or any hero with instant items, I mean he has 3 instantly, he has 4 staff, use, blink. You can't really go for your shot first, you just have to start hitting him, hope for a bash. Okay, you actually got the multi there.
Looked real.
So yeah, like you have to hit and you can't go for the... You still have ult, you can just ban. Okay. Your whole team is dead.
Oh my god. I wouldn't have died. Just... You told me to man fight him, man.
I'm sorry, when I said it, it was possible, but then your team died, and yeah. Yeah, like, using our chalk at this stage is not the first thing you want to do. And when you went for this bat kill here, like it actually, you would have had it if you popped ulti. Like you were missing.
Yeah, because I would have done enough damage. I would have done more damage. Yeah. I just feel like the money keeps coming. I'm not even like farming. I'm not hardly doing anything. I don't know why I've like just got money.
Yeah, I mean you're trading kills, you're getting some kills, but none of them are like helping you actually close out the game.
Gold and sweet.
So at this stage, the purge creep is a lot more useful than the shockwave, or even a centaur for the stun, as they're gonna do more. Because again, you're lacking disable, being kited. Other thing you want to keep in mind with Abyssal Blade is if you blink on someone in fights with overpower, again, like,
Yeah.
big chance you're gonna get that bash in. So you don't want to use Abyssal instantly, because you're gonna Abyssal them instantly, you hit them 5 times and you also bash, and the stuns are wasted. So you actually want to hit a few times, wait for the bash to kick in, and then use Abyssal after the bash to chain them.
Caroline, reuse the courier.
At least that's the case
I
with most heroes. Of course, if you're jumping a Rubik or a Bat and you can just kill them with Abyssal and ult, then you should do that.
Yeah.
Right now you don't see anyone, so Weaver is Axe, by the way. Don't forget that, he's gonna like time-lapse whoever you go on in fights. So that's something you have to keep in mind too.
Oh, missed him. Oh, where's my healing ward? 你放一个那个回血的棒子嘛。
Yeah, he used it very late. I mean, I think it's pretty much game here, not much left to be done.
Yeah, it's like they counter me too hard, like because if they have no anti BKB stun, then I can just get BKB. If I get BKB, I think they still ignore me. Like they still yeah, they'll still lasso me.
But at least you wouldn't die though, because the majority of their damage is magical.
Yeah.
Or it's physical that gets prevented by BKB, like the eventual PL diffuser. He doesn't even have a diffuser in it, so. But I mean, if you click on your death cam, it shows you how much damage you took from what.
Yeah, it's mostly physical. Like Ricky did 1,000 physical damage to me.
Ricky did it first. Okay, yeah, but Ricky has the diffuser, and
Oh my god, my blink got disabled.
Ricky has a diffusal, and the mana burn gets like blocked by BKB. Obviously, that's a big part of his damage gone.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, he got time lapse.
Yeah. Well, rough game.
It's good to know how Ursa loses though.
Quite easily, yeah, if you get counter pick.
I think Ricky's pretty good counter to Ursa.
So. I mean, Ricky alone wouldn't have done that much against you, because also quite easy for you to kill him. But obviously, like Ricky combined with, like you have to keep in mind, for example, you're really underrating the napalm. The napalm is a huge reason that you're not able to do much in fights. You can't like just run out of the smoke cloud, for example, because the napalm slows your turn rate every time you change targets. Oh, you forgot to use Abyssal.
I didn't forget, I was like hoping for a batch.
Ah, okay. But when it's a bat, like, and his HP is low enough for you to just pop ulti and Abyssal, he should die.
Well, he had 1,600, I don't know.
I mean, well, but you save the ulti though. Like at this point, you don't want to save ulti. It's only 30 seconds cooldown, and if you can get a kill with it, you should do it. Like obviously unless it's a fight, but even in a fight, you probably just want to pop ult to get a kill. Like this Rubik, it's worth ulting to get him, but yeah, he's gonna see you coming.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's gonna mana for this one. That Ricky.
No, I don't have enough. Wait, my menace.
Yeah, that's the Ricky's diffusal. And Pio also has diffusal now.
Yeah, and I didn't finish the Roche because I don't know how. Oh, Ricky was in there, and my supports didn't have any sentries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of obvious anyway. Like, you guys are 2x down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll say anything to him.
Not that much to say.
Yeah. So definitely shouldn't have got the venom, the orb of venom. But if I had it earlier, I would have got the kill on the Weaver. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you could have also gotten the kill if you skilled Earth Shock instead of Fury Swipes. Instead of the Overpower, I mean. Like, the Earth Shock actually lasts 4 seconds and the
Yeah, I know.
is 5.
Yeah.
So.
I think they've I think the Weaver with the Ags also big counter.
I mean, Weaver with Axe counters a lot of heroes,
Everything.
but yeah, especially Ursa.
Oh no! Not enough. He just had yours pretty tough.
Let's game.
早选吧，就是
我要练这个英雄的啊，
你玩那个人就不会出。
那可能人家会抢嘛，我就要练嘛。那我输了就是有很多可以学的嘛，是不是？Yeah. My partner's like telling me I shouldn't have picked it so early.
Well,
But I said like, you know, it doesn't matter.
alright, okay, you're going for another one. You're gonna go Ursa again, or want to try Sniper this game?
Probably Ursa again. I gotta learn the hero.
Okay. Yeah, you probably want to wait with the pick and just tell your... If you tell the guy that's gonna go mid to pick, yeah, like a magical hero, you know, like, go for Invoker, go for OD, go for...
Yeah.
even like a Puck. Puck is not bad, or Tinker, stuff like that. Then you'll see like the enemies are gonna pick heroes like Lifestealer or Jugger, and
Yeah.
those are the heroes that Ursa is really good against, because you just kill them in fights easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the heroes that he's good against, and then the last game there was no one I was really good against.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, honest, like no one I was really good against because, I mean, Bat I think I'm okay, but
Maybe
he's
bat,
just gonna
maybe bat, yeah, but
but he's gonna lasso me anyway, regardless of whatever I have,
but
unless
the
I got
thing
a
is, like,
Bissell.
yeah, your counter to bat is the Axe, but then if there's a Riki Cloud, the Axe doesn't do anything, so